What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a Trice model unboxing for you all. I hope all of you are excited for this. It's been a long time since I've done an actual model unboxing that's not a massive unboxing, so pretty excited for this. I think it'll be really cool. The reason that this is going to be individual is because this is my first order in a very long time from the Alaska Company Store. So if you don't know, the Alaska Company Store has some amazing deals. You can get 1 to 400 scale model aircraft for like $20 and 1 to 200 scale aircraft for around $40, which is really cool from GeminiJets. And today we're going to be exercising exactly that, as there are some really cool aircraft in here that I'm really excited to get, and I waited a while on some of these, so I'm really excited to finally be able to get them here. I missed a restock on one of them, which is a very pivotal asset for the model airport, so I had to wait an additional like 2 months on it. But regardless of the case, that wait is over today, and we got, let's see, let me see if I can get my headphone wire fixed here. Sorry about that. We have two 1 to 400s and a 1 to 200 in here, and I'll do a more particular video on the 1 to 200 and a reviews on the 1 to 400. So yeah, this will be a good overview, but obviously not quite a deep dive, if you will. So with that being said, this is an interesting box. Pretty fascinating how they put this together here. But we're not going to waste any further time, and I'm going to go ahead and take this off to the side and show you all what we have today. So once again, I'm really excited about this. Alaska's an awesome airline, and really excited to add some more of their aircraft here to my fleet today. So let's go ahead and show you all what we have today. So our first aircraft is going to be the 1 to 400 scale Alaska Airlines Go Dogs ERJ-175, representing the University of Washington. So I think this is really cool. Alaska had a bunch of special livery Dash 8s. I think there was a couple models made of those, but anyway, those were really cool, and Alaska wanted to continue this tradition onto the E175, which I think is really spectacular. So that's exactly what we have with this particular aircraft. Really excited to use it at airports like Orange County, Reno, Albuquerque, you name it. So this will be a very versatile asset. Just been waiting to pair it up with the next aircraft, which is going to be the Alaska Boeing 737 MAX 8. So really excited to finally have this. I've seen a couple of them and they're really cool, and they've been flying a bunch of these to, let's see, it's been Orange County and Reno that I've seen these at most, but even Albuquerque I think it's swung into as well, and I'm trying to just get that out of the way so there's not going to be shade right there. But anyway, really excited about this, and I think it's going to be absolutely awesome, so that's going to be really cool. Let me try to get that all the way out of the way. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. We are down to the wire on light. I've filmed like 6 videos today, so I've definitely been productive with the light, but we haven't even made it to daylight savings time yet. So the fact that we've got this much done is awesome, but that doesn't make very much of a difference when we have more to do, so we got to continue. And then the last model that we have here today is going to be the 1 to 200 scale Alaska Airlines West Coast Wonders 737 MAX 9. I've seen this quite a few times. It looks really cool, and quite frankly, I just really wanted to make my investment worth it with the shipping and so forth. So when I saw it for 40, I was like, you know what? I already have several 1 to 200s, like the 321 Neo and the One World 739. But this is really a great purpose on this livery, and I think it looks really cool. So I just decided to just go full steam ahead. I thought about getting one, especially of 175s, but I was like, if I'm going to spend the same amount of money, why don't I just go ahead and get a full 737 and a cool livery like this? So but the Go Dogs one would have been cool, but I just thought might as well maximize my value completely and get the biggest bang for the buck. So with that being said, we won't waste any further time on these. Again, I'll do a full unboxing of all, or I'll do full videos on all these models in particular videos on all these models, but of course we're going to still get pretty good analysis here in today's video. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our first one, which is the Alaska Go Dogs ERJ-175. You get the Gemini in top left. This is standard. Gemini Alaska boxes are always pretty normal. Here's Go Dogs, Embraer 175 Alaska. Now, what we should be seeing on the back that you normally wouldn't see is 3 trademarks. We should have one from Alaska, one from the Eskimo, and then one from Embraer, and then there should also be one on the behalf of the University of Washington, but that's probably trade in with Alaska Airlines, so I'm assuming that's why. So that all works. And then the pamphlet of the box obviously has the specifications of this E175, so feel free to take a look at those. And then we of course have the model inside as well. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that, and let's go ahead and see if we have a good condition model. I decided on this one, I just prefer the look of it a little bit more compared to the Washington State one. I honestly wanted to get both, but I just thought that one would probably be the right choice at this time, and that model is certainly absolutely stupendous. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time on talking the talk. Let's actually look at the aircraft and get into its details. So yeah, Go Dogs, once again, this is representing the University of Washington. which is obviously Alaska Airlines is the official airline of Washington University of Washington, so obviously this makes sense. So really good looking aircraft here. I think it looks really nice. I really like the details on it, and I love the purple gold contrast that the University of Washington has. So this is definitely a really cool aircraft to feature here, and I think this was a really good choice. So I just think the purple and gold contrast a little bit better than the gray and dark red that Washington State has, although I don't think it's bad by any means. And I also think that we'll be getting University of Oregon probably, and maybe Oregon State as well. Those were previously on Dash 8s, and maybe Boise State too. So we'll see if we get some more. And I even think Montana had a special in the Dash 8 maybe. There was quite a few of them. But anyway, these are what we have to start, so let's just go ahead and get started. Here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. It's a various pitot tube detail and whatnot, so that's certainly looking very nice as well. Here's the L1 door, and then you get the Alaska titles, so it's literally all the same placement here in the front, so that's nice. Nose landing gear as well, and then you got the One World logos. Alaska Airlines is now part of the One World Alliance for 4 years now, so that happened quick. First class up here in the front, these E175s are very capable. They fly routes from Seattle to Spokane, all the way from Seattle to Wichita, Kansas. So they certainly fly a wide array of routes. But anyway, the big distinguisher on this aircraft, of course, is the big Go Dogs titles on there for the Huskies. Obviously, Dogs is interchangeable, so that's what they're using on this aircraft. So that certainly looks very nice. And then really awesome to see no major wing flex on this 175. That was been an issue previously, even though they partially resolved it with, it being partially flatter, but not quite all the way flat. This is what it should look like, just a slight angle there. This is probably the best 175 I have got as of late, because I know the second release normal livery had a little bit of flex to it, so that was one, and a couple of others, but this is really good. So really happy to see that. The engines also look nice. You got some line detail and so forth. The exhaust looks nice. Main landing gear is strong too, and the underneath of the 175 is always extremely detailed, so we'll definitely look at that a little bit more in depth here in a moment. And then, of course, it says right there, proud sponsor of UW Athletics, which is obviously University of Washington. So awesome to see that, and I like the outline around the Dogs titles. That brings it out a little bit more, so that's awesome. There's the L2 door, and obviously all the passenger windows are there. They're just a little obstructed, but they look very nice. The registration of this aircraft, 662 Quebec X-ray, so looking very nice. And then the tail looks beautiful. I love the gold gloss. The only slight imperfection is that the W is crooked. The W should be straight, but that's not a huge problem. So just wanted to note that. But yeah, you can certainly see where it's tilted a little too far counterclockwise. The horizontal stabilizers and APU look amazing. Really good job on the precision on that. All of that came together very nicely. The right side of the aircraft, you got a smaller R1 door, and you also got the 2 baggage doors on there as well. The W on this side is a much better, so I'm certainly happy to see it on this side. And all that came together very well. But I would certainly take the wing flex being non-existent over to the W, to be honest. That wing flex can be very deceiving, and you really can't overcome it. But this aircraft has certainly got it down. And also take a look at those winglets since we're looking at those. They absolutely look very nice as well. Top of the aircraft looks very nice. There's the details of what that looks like, a couple of panel details and so forth. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks really cool. You got the stand hole along with a couple of panel details. The air inlet even have indentations. Just phenomenal work. This is great. It's exactly what GeminiJets should be, and I'm really happy to see them continuing to move in a very, very fun direction regarding their aircraft, and that was a really good one. That was one of the best models of 2024, hands down. So very happy to see that. That was definitely one of the best regional jets, best models, all of it. That was really good. Our next aircraft is going to be that Alaska 737 MAX 8. I've been very excited for this aircraft as well to feature more realistic offerings, and I'm recording Orange County tomorrow, so I was really excited to get this so that Orange County finally had a couple of new Alaska assets. It's been a while since we've got some new Alaskas, so this is the 25th anniversary box, obviously. This aircraft came out in 2024, late 2024, but it still has the old box, which is pretty fascinating. But 737 MAX 8, Alaska. All the elements of the box that you would expect. This is 2024 once again, and you got all the applicable trademarks. So looking very nice. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box here and take a look at what we got. And yeah, it looks very nice. Pretty much is just like the MAX 9, just shorter and missing a door. That's literally it, which I know that's not too crazy, but I can't remember if I did review my Alaska MAX 9. It was in Massive Unboxing 10. The really big video on my channel, and several of you may have found my videos from that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. And we might lose a little bit of light here, so I apologize in advance. but I digress. So here it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and make us an elevated platform because lighting is life around here and I don't want us to not be able to, you know, see what we're doing here. So let's just go ahead and elevate this. So there it is. As you can tell, it looks very nice, very good details throughout. This is 801 Alpha Kilo, so that aspect's also nice of it as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful aircraft. So there's the nose cone. As you can tell, it's a little stubby, but not too bad. This is one of Gemini's best molds, ironically, too. So definitely is tolerable. It's acceptable. I would give it a solid B, not bad. You can see the cockpit windows, get the probably all Boeing, which is, you know, finally, partially, you know, what it is. And then you got the E-tops there with the nose landing gear. Still a couple of clunky pieces there. It just looks a little out of place, but not too bad. Here's the L1 door and the One World logo, and then you get the Alaska billboard titles. Great job on the printing, the details on the fuselage, and all those aspects. They really did a good job on this aircraft for that. Antennas look really nice. The antennas, for whatever reason, look almost more proportional. I know they're not really different, but on this aircraft, it turned out really great, so that's excellent to see. Get the Leb engines also looking very strong there as well, and there's the wing detail with the flap slats and speed brakes. They look very nice, so extremely impressive, and overall, just really good detail there. Here's a really good look at the aircraft from the outside here. And again, the review will go into more particular aspects of it. And then you get the rest of the fuselage here. And then you get the registration of 801 Alpha Kilo. So that's certainly nice as well. And you get the tail back here with Chester, the Eskimo, looking very nice. So Chester is back on this aircraft, which is awesome. Chester's almost on every Alaska plane, but there's a couple exceptions, and this video features 2 of them. So looking very nice. APU, horizontal stabilizers, all the rest of the applicable details. Just phenomenal work and overall extremely accurate and indicative of GeminiJets' effort. So very happy to see that. Right side, got a little engine up there, but not bad at all. Certainly looks very nice. You got the Alaska Airlines tail, the 2 baggage doors. Want to zoom that out there, well, without macro mode preferably. There we go. So you can really get a good look at what that looks like. Top of the aircraft, very nice. Again, the wing detail really makes it for me on this aircraft. Really impressive there. Bottom, you got the stand hole and all the rest of the pieces, and all of it looks really nice. So another phenomenal effort. This is a really good aircraft. Highly recommend it if you're looking for an Alaska MAX 8. I don't think NG's done Alaska since that 737-700 or A321neo, but it's been a while, so I wouldn't count on that too much. Our last aircraft is going to be the Gemini 200 Alaska 737 MAX 9. Again, I'm making individual videos, so don't worry if I miss a particular detail. This is primarily to serve all these aircraft getting evaluated together, but here's the box, G2 ASA 1059. Here's the box, the back profile here. This was a 2022 release. I remember getting the 1-400 right as it came out from the Alaska Company Store, what you want to know. And here it is. So this aircraft's looking very nice. This is I think this is a sneaky good pickup. This is definitely one of my underrated ones for sure. I would argue this is really cool. So let me go ahead and get our landing gear, which obviously with any 1-200, as all of you know, you can have the landing gear up and down per the mold. Obviously the 737 MAX features up and down landing gear configuration, so that's awesome. And there it is. That is a very good looking aircraft. And I honestly really don't want to put it on the stand because the stands are usually rough. But I'm going to try it on this guy because I really need as many stands as I can get. But for the landing gear assembly process, it's not that challenging. All you got to do is plop them in there, and they're all magnetic at this point, which is very helpful. So you can see how it sits on there, and it even has the MAX 9 on the door. That's the first time I've noticed that detail, so that's really awesome to see. Gemini always progressing. Man, that is beautiful. Look at that, the Alaska MAX 9. That is absolutely stunning with the West Coast Wonders livery on it. So I'm going to set that down and show you what this tripod is. Now, this one very well could be great. It could be terrible. I've seen usually about half-half. So this one, let's see if we can get it in there. Yeah, already another rough fit right there. You know, you can't even really press it in very good. Yeah, I'm doing my best to try to get a good platform on it, but no promises. So I would be surprised if this held up very good on this stand, but we will certainly try it as the MAX is one of the lighter aircraft. Like this for the A220s is unacceptable. I've had a couple A220s nearly break on me because of, you know, improper stands. They really need better stands. Also, I put the landing gear in backwards, so if you saw that, good on you for catching it, but I've fixed it since because the aircraft kind of fell down. So let's see if this holds. Okay, so the MAX 9, this is the perfect stand for the MAX 9. This actually works. That's beautiful. So there it is. That is awesome. That's a great effort right there. do yourself a favor, get on that company store and go to work. That's my recommendation. If from this video, your takeaway, that is my biggest recommendation, is just have fun with it. That is a really underrated pickup. I honestly didn't think I would like it as much as what I'm admiring this aircraft now. I'm gonna have to take this over to my desk at my internship. This is awesome. So this is the Alaska MAX 9 1-200 West Coast Wonders special livery, the Orcas. And what a great looking aircraft. I think Alaska really did a special job representing this, and I think they did a really good job with how they implemented it onto this aircraft, 932 Alpha Kilo. But with that being said, we won't waste any additional time. I know you all probably would like to see what this looks like, and we're already 15 minutes in, so let me show you what exactly this looks like. So here's the nose cone. As you can tell, that looks very nice along with the cockpit windows. I think this is very proportional here, 1-200. There's never really a day where I'm really just complaining out the wall about any Gemini 200 product. This is no exception, as it's very good. Nose landing gear door also look very nice, very similar to the MAX 8 that we just looked at. However, you can actually finally kind of see the E-tops and the 737 MAX 9 titles right there. Nose landing gear looks very nice, and yeah, you can just see what I'm talking about here. Like, it's not cluttered. Does that make sense to you all, what I'm talking about? Like the 1-400, it just looks like it's all pressed up together and so forth. I know that it's much tougher to make a 1-400 than a 1-200 regarding the exact landing gear height and the strut and all that. But NG's done a good job, Panda's done a good job, and I'm not here to point figures or say this is better than that, but proportionally and objectively speaking, I certainly think that reevaluating that nose landing gear would be an option. I've seen Gemini do that with their products. The A220 is a really great example when they went from plastic to metal landing gear. They certainly are capable of changing pieces like that. So them evaluating that on a couple of molds, but this one especially I think would be helpful. Otherwise, the 1-400 is great and the 1-200 is perfect. I mean, there's really not too much to gripe about with this, which is awesome. There's a bunch to compliment, including the L1 door, which has very good panel and window detail. And then you have the welcome aboard One World sticker right there for Alaska. So really nice that you can fluidly read that. I think that's really cool. The Alaska billboard titles look very nice there. They are, as you can tell, very fitting into this dark navy color scheme, which is pretty cool. So definitely very unique to this livery. And then obviously we start here with the, I'll come back to the fuselage. I'll do the engine first. As you can tell, it's very nice. And then I'll get you a good fan blade look here, which they look very nice there on the spinners. So that's what that looks like. I love the MAX fan blades. I think that's probably the best part of the aircraft, since the power-ups are usually not very prominent. So that's very nice right there. And then you got the main landing gear along with the wing detail there, looking very sharp with the flap slats and speed brakes. So very happy to see how that all came together, and overall that's extremely sharp. So really happy with that, and overall really strong. There's the beacon up there, and then you have the 3 Orcas that look really nice. So obviously the first one straight ahead, the second one's swooping, and the third one's coming up. And then obviously the real life one on the tail right there kind of comes out of the water. They're kind of, I'm assuming that's kind of what they're going for with that. So that's really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 antennas, or 5 technically. You got 3 normals, a stubby one on top there, and then the very stubby one there on the bottom. I like the different colors. You got a mid-tone blue and a light, kind of like a, not a turquoise, but some sort of lighter blue shade. So that looks very nice there too. And then of course you have the L2 door, and you do have an emergency door. It's really tough to see, but it's right here on that Orca's. What would that, is that like the, I'm trying to think of what that would be. That would be the fin. Yeah, that's the top fin of the Orca, I believe, is the best way I can designate that without being an Orca enthusiast. I'm an aviation enthusiast. But anyway, looking very nice right there, and overall super strong. I like the real life one though. I think that adds some nice additional depth to it. I also really like the trees in the back. I think that was really cool to add that green aspect to this livery. Huge shout out to the horizontal stabilized and APU. The 1-400 is really good. This is perfection. And obviously by default, when you're upscaling it double the size, of course it's going to be easier to do it, but just awesome to see Gemini continue to reinforce that, and this aircraft's a really good example of that. When looking at the right side of the aircraft, you can see some other additional details. There's the baggage door right there, and another look at the nose landing gear. And then you have the middle of the aircraft where you have some additional functions and features. And the next baggage door is right on the back fin there of the third Orca, so that's where you can find that. Top of the aircraft is very nice as well. This is nice and sturdy, so this aircraft certainly definitely keeps its weight up, so very nice to see that, and definitely feels die-cast and very worthy. Bottom's really nice here, and again, the main landing gear metallic, which is awesome, makes it very easy to put them in and out. There was a previous fall in the aircrafts where they had foam, and that was easy to lose and so forth, but this is a really good design. There's also a stubby antenna right here. So that's very nice, and all the additional functions, details, and other aspects of this aircraft. So that was a really underrated pickup. I'm extremely happy with how that turned out. That's awesome. I'm really thrilled about that, and I really recommend all of you to go consider getting a similar aircraft to continue to expand your lineup if you'd like. It's certainly very fun to think about all of what the options are, and there's no doubt that that's a really good opportunity for anybody that would like to take advantage of such an opportunity. But that is our unboxing today, everybody. I really hope all of you enjoyed it. We had a 3-model unboxing from the Alaska Airlines Company Store. It's been a while since I've ordered a model from the Alaska Company Store, but fortunately today was the day that it worked out to get some more models from the Alaska Company Store, and that's exactly what we have here. So feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm certainly very happy with this pickup. I think that this was a really good utilization of assets and getting repurposed here for the collection, and I think that these will serve very well. The Alaska MAX 9 is a great looker. The MAX 8's a very pivotal asset and will continue to grow in popularity, and possibly a similar situation to the MAX 9 regarding its availability in 1-400. And the Go Dogs is just a gorgeous plane, and that will be also a very good looker for a very long time. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I really want to take a moment to thank all of you for watching. I know there's been a bunch of videos that we've been producing, and several of them have been very long, so I very much appreciate it all. And every video that you watch really makes my day, and I'm really glad to be here, and I'm super excited for what's coming. I hope all of you are as well. With that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name's CM Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love you do. My name's CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.